Hey, what's up everyone? Gordon Briley here with PhenoX Fitness, and we've had a lot of questions about our pulley system. We have a single pulley add-on or a dual pulley add-on. The dual pulley is going to allow you to do unilateral movement, single arm, which is amazing, but it's not necessarily something that you have to have. If you're on more of a budget, then you can just go with a single system, and obviously you can do all the same things that you would do on a traditional lat pull-down system. But what makes us different is, what I would say to someone that asked me that question is, let's do a cost association or a cost comparison, because with the traditional lat pull down machine, you're going to have, it's going to be several $1,000s, just kind of for a basic setup where you have a high pull, lat pull down, and maybe a low row. And it's going to be super heavy duty. It's very difficult to put up, and again, very expensive. So our whole business model is around creating things that are really affordable. That's relative, of course, but also highly functional. And that's the big thing with our system, is there's a lot of little things to it that you have to understand to really get what it's all about. And that's how you can hook up different pieces, whether it be the pulley system, the crossbar. There's a lot of, there's kind of almost too many things that it can do, but I'm just going to show you guys a few of them so you get the gist of it. So check it out. So first thing I want to do is show how adjustable this whole system really is. Right now it currently has the cable add-ons, but without these it would just be like a traditional lat pull down from up high. But these can be moved in or out anywhere within this rail system. This telescopes, so it can go up or down depending on your height, so it can be adjusted custom to your reaching ability, or if you have two different people, two different heights, then you can put it somewhere in the middle, but you can adjust it very, very easily by adjusting this piece here. So if you have a dual pulley system, these bars, these rods can move anywhere within here. So if you have a single system, you're probably going to install it right near the middle, so you have all the room within the rack. If you have a dual pulley system like this, you can move them out. So if you're someone that's a little bit wider and you want to have these pulleys out farther, so they're going to be right at the width of your torso, that's perfectly fine. You can do that. If you have it way out here and these aren't quite lined up here, these actually you can rotate them, or they self-rotate depending on how tight you put them. And that's something we go over in the installation video, but they have adjustability in this way, in case you want to move these pulleys in or out. So it's highly adjustable in that way. This actually slides in and out as well. So this way, you can move it nice and far back if you want more room, if you have a speed bar or something to add in here. So there's just mass adjustability, and that's what this is all about, is being able to customize it to your gym space or your body type. So that's a little bit about some of the adjustability on this portion of it. Okay, the next thing we want to show is the adjustability of doing exercises with the cable add-ons. So this feature is meant to give you just a massive amount of options in the way of any exercise, essentially, that's going to be chest or lower. So your low rows, cable flies, a lot of different movements, but I just want to give you guys the basics. And you're going to use an eye hook and a knob. These are meant to hook up or fasten very quickly. So these are right here, as you can see, and you can just unscrew these really quick, move it to a different hole, depending on the exercise you want to do, and just move it to a different hole, put it on, and then reconnect it. It's very, very quick. And then next we have the actual pulley add-on. And again, this is going to help facilitate some of the exercises that you want to do down low. And if we had a $3,000 to $5,000 lat pull down machine, everything's kind of built in. It's a bit of a luxury, but it comes at that expense. So we have to do a little tiny bit more work here, but again, we gain that functionality with all the different exercises. So to me, it's a win-win. So I'm going to hook this up just onto that hook. This hook is going to fasten on here. And now for movements like cable flies, I can do them at whatever height that I choose. And again, you can do unilateral type movements with the dual pulley system, which is awesome. So if you wanted to do a different exercise or just do more of a scoop, it's quick. Take this attachment off, move it down. Same thing over here, just move it down real quick, refasten, and get to work. So next up, I'm going to show you the crossbar that you can add onto this. Again, it just uses these same eye hooks with the quick knob, and you would just attach it through both ends. And now it's on here, nice and strong. And now we just take the pulleys. You can get them with eye hooks that actually move. So depending on what the width is, if you're doing a curl, and again you have a wider body, and you want to get your arms straight relative to the pole, then you can just adjust these custom. And that's what we love about this, is tighten them down. And now you can connect your pulleys. Here, you'll see the weight itself elevate. And that's going to have to be part of the function, but that's fine. It doesn't really change how it works. It reduces the range a tiny bit, but it doesn't enough that you can't really do any of the exercises that you would want to. At the very, very lowest pull portion of the lift, if it's fastened down here, like I'll show you in a second, then you're going to have a reduced range. There's going to be some exercises you can't do, but it's not very limiting. So again, here, take this one, we're just going to attach it to the same crossbar. And now we can do any exercise at any width that we prefer. If I need a little more range, I can drop it down a couple notches and it goes in any of these holes. So you have so much customability with the way that this actually works. So that's one way that you guys can customize this to fit your body type. So again, taking these same pieces, utilizing the same exact piece, this quick knob in this rail system, it actually goes all the way down to the ground, and you're going to have the same abilities you had prior when it was elevated some. You're just going to use these knobs, these quick knobs, to fasten it down. And then you have these same connection points. Let me tighten this one down. You're going to have these same connection points you had prior, able to move in or out depending on your movement, and it really works the same way. Again, these raised a little bit higher, the weight plate holders, and you have a slightly reduced range, so some of the exercises you'll just have to take that into account. But in general, shrugs, bicep curls, rows are awesome. And you can do unilateral movements with that dual pulley system. So the same pieces are used over and over again in a way that creates a lot of dynamic nature in your exercise and your ability. So again, you have to take into account you save thousands of dollars, but you just have to do slightly more work, which with all the specific pieces that we've created, it makes that portion of it super easy. So the last thing I want to show is how to use this. I have the crossbar mounted here, and I'm actually going to use that to hold my legs down for a lat pull down. And then the other one, since there's two on a dual pulley system, I can do two exercises, a superset right in a row. So I'm going to do lat pull downs and then right into tricep extensions. And I can do that because I have that dual pulley system. So lat pull downs, I get underneath this bar, and I'm able to do lat pull downs, and then quickly just switch over to tricep extensions, all in one fellow swoop. And there you go. It's kind of a basic introduction to some of the capabilities and some of the reasoning behind our cable pulley system. Let me know what you guys think.